Hello everyone, my name is Akhil. Welcome back to my YouTube channel Amazing Paramedical. Students, in today's video we are going to discuss about paramedical first year biologies, some of the important diagrams and what questions will be asked on those diagrams, for how many marks the questions will be arising. Those all things we will discuss in today's video. Let's begin. Students, in this video, the first diagram that we are going to discuss is animal cell. On animal cell, many questions can be asked. The questions will be like structure of animal cell, draw a neat labeled diagram of animal cell. Answer for all these questions will be same. Okay, before you start writing the answer, first you need to draw the diagram of animal cell, a neat labeled diagram of animal cell, guys. Remember one thing, diagrams have to be drawn by using black pen only. Please do not draw the diagrams by using pencil or blue ink or some color pencil, guys. Okay, only black pen should be used to draw the diagrams. Okay, yes. After you draw the diagram of animal cell, then start writing the answer. The first point, it should be introduction point, that is an animal cell is a eukaryotic cell that contains nucleus and other organelles, guys. Why we are calling it as eukaryotic cell? Because it is membrane bound cell and it has got all the membrane bound organelles present in it. Okay. The second point is its structure consists of three main parts. The three main parts are cell membrane, cytoplasm and various organelles. Now we will discuss one by one these three parts. The first part is cell membrane. It is a selectively permeable layer enclosing the cell. It regulates the movement of substances and protects the cell's interior. Students, cell membrane, it acts as a protective layer of our cell. Okay, it will selectively only allow those substances inside the cell which are required by the cell and which are safe for the internal environment of the cell. Okay, the substances can be ions, water, oxygen or some nutrients, guys. Okay, and in the same way it will again selectively allow out only those substances from inside towards the outside. Okay, they can be again ions, they can be water, they can be enzymes, they can be hormones, or they can be cellular waste or metabolic waste, guys. Okay, so this is how the movement of substances will take place through this cell membrane, guys. Okay, so it is acting as a protective layer also. The second thing, it is acting as a transporting medium also. Okay, so this is the main function of our cell membrane, guys. Okay, yes. The second point is cytoplasm. Okay, the cytoplasm is a gel like substance that fills the cell holding the organelles. It's the site of many metabolic processes. Okay, cytoplasm is a gel like substance, guys, that is present inside our cell. Okay, so it will completely fill the cell. Okay, it keeps our cell, it gives the cell a shape, a posture. Okay, if there was no cytoplasm present inside our cell, then the cells would be collapsed. Okay, so the cytoplasm keeps it inflated. Okay, so it will hold all the organelles into it. Okay, it is the gel like substances in which the organelles will be stuck into. Okay, and it is the site where the metabolic processes will take place, guys. Okay, yes. The third major part is organelles. Okay, what all organelles we have got inside our cell? Okay, the first organelle is nucleus, that is the control center that will contain the DNA, that is the genetic material, guys. Okay, the second organelle that it contains is mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell that you already know, guys. What it does, it produces ATP, that is the energy. Okay, the second point, the next organelle that it contains is endoplasmic reticulum and ribosomes, guys. So these two are responsible for the protein synthesis, guys, by taking the help of DNA. Okay, The next part it contains is Golgi apparatus and lysosomes. Golgi apparatus acts as post office of a cell. What it does, what all proteins and lipids have been produced by our ribosomes and endoplasmic reticulum, it will just pack them and it will send it to their destination. The destination, it can be some body part, it can be some organ, okay, they can be some tissues and all. So they will go and reach to the exact destination, guys, okay, with the help of Golgi apparatus. The next are the lysosomes. They contain digestive enzymes to break down waste and cellular debris, guys, okay. Yes, so this is all about the structure of animal cell, guys, okay. Okay, the second question is structure of plasma membrane. This question can also be asked as fluid mosaic model, guys. Remember, fluid mosaic model, if they ask fluid mosaic model, then the answer will be same again. Okay, so before you directly start with writing the answer, first you need to draw the diagram of plasma membrane. Okay, here I've got the very easy diagram for you guys. You can just take the screenshot of this diagram and you can practice it. Okay, yes. Now we will discuss the answer. The plasma membrane structure is explained by fluid mosaic model. It is a dynamic arrangement of the components within a fluid bilayer, guys. Okay, we have got few components here that make up the plasma membrane, and these components, where they sit within these fluid bilayer, guys. Here we have got bilayer. Bilayer is something double layer. Here one layer, the second layer. In these two layers we have got all the components. Here one component, here there is a component, here, okay. Yes, the components will be like phospholipid bilayer. Okay, the first component is phospholipid bilayer. This itself is the phospholipid bilayer, guys. Okay, here the ball like surface, as you can see, that is the water loving surface. Here tail like surfaces is there. These are the water hating substance, water hating molecules, guys. Okay, yes, see here the fundamental framework with a double layer of phospholipids. Each molecule has a water attracting hydrophilic head and water repelling or water hating hydrophobic tails, forming a barrier, guys. Okay, yes. The second point it contains is proteins. Embedded throughout the membrane, they perform most functions. Integral proteins span the membrane while the peripheral proteins are attached to the surface. Okay, here as you can see, here we have got integral proteins and peripheral proteins, guys. Okay, what these will be doing, the substances or the molecules which are unable to enter or which are unable to go through these bilayers, they will take help of these integral proteins to enter into the cell. Okay, yes. The next point that it contains is cholesterol, guys. Okay, here as you can see, here we have got these shapes. These shape, as you can see here, these are the cholesterol, guys. We need cholesterol into the for the making up of the cell membrane. Cholesterol will provide flexibility to our cell membrane, okay, due to which there will be movement of substances very easily inside and outside of the cell, guys. Okay, so the cholesterol are very important to make up the cell membrane. The last component are the carbohydrates, guys. Okay, carbohydrates here, as you can see, here we have got, okay. If that carbohydrates is attached to these head like structures here, then we will call it as glycolipid. If they are attached to these proteins here, then we are going to call it as glycoproteins, guys. Okay, yes. So that is all about the structure of plasma membrane. Okay, yes. The next question that we are going to discuss is structure of mitochondria. Okay, structure of mitochondria, that is the last question and the last diagram that we are going to discuss in this today's video, guys. Okay, yes. Mitochondria, as we already know, it is the powerhouse of the cell that will generate the ATP, guys. Okay, and that structure is defined by double membrane, guys. It is double membrane structure, guys. Okay, here let me just show you the diagram of it. Again, before you directly start writing the answer, first you need to draw the diagram of mitochondria. Here we have got one diagram, here also we have got one more diagram, guys. Okay, whichever you find easy, that diagram you can take screenshot and you can just practice it, guys. Okay, yes. As you can see here we have got outer membrane, that is a very thin and flexible membrane. Okay, here at inside you can find some foldings. You can find some folded structures here. That is the inner membrane, guys. That is the inner membrane. Inside this inner membrane, we can find the matrix, guys. We can find the matrix. And here as you can see, guys, in between these folded membranes, there is a very narrow space. We will call that narrow space as intermembrane space, guys. Intermembrane space. Okay. So inside this matrix, we will find DNA, we will find granules, okay, and we will find ribosomes also, guys. Okay. Yes. Here, these folded structures, this inner membrane is also called as cristae, guys. It is called as cristae. Okay. Yes. See here, guys. What all components will be there in structure of mitochondria? The first component is outer membrane. That is very smooth, permeable barrier that allows small molecules to pass through. Okay, that is the outer membrane. Inner membrane is folded into projections called cristae, which significantly increase the surface area for cellular respiration, guys. As I was telling you, here we have got outer membrane, okay, that is very thin and permeable, smooth. Here inner membrane, we have got very thick and folded structure, which we call it as cristae. Okay. Yes. Next one, intermembrane space, the narrow region between two membranes where the protons will accumulate to drive the ATP production, guys. Okay, the intermembrane space, the narrow region space, as I was showing you. Here we have got intermembrane, here we have got intermembrane space, guys. Okay. Yes. The last one is the matrix we have got, that is the internal part. Here we have got all the matrix present here. Okay, in this matrix we can find all the DNA, ribosomes and granules, guys. Okay, so what these will be doing, they'll be containing enzymes for the Krebs cycle as well as the ribosomes and mitochondrial DNA, guys. Okay. Yes, so this is all about these mitochondria, guys. Okay, so in this video I have completed and explained three very important diagrams for your upcoming exams. In my next video I'll try to explain more diagrams again, which are very much important for your upcoming exams, guys. Okay. Okay, then if you have any doubts or any questions regarding this video, you can put those questions or doubts in the comment section, guys. Okay, keep the share this video as much as possible with your other paramedical friends, guys. Okay. Yes, keep sharing, keep watching, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you, guys.